Hey everybody, Scott here for the Helix channel. It's Friday, and we have reached the finale, finally, of the 80s Top 40 Volume 1 preset package. And I'm going to make the last one into a bit of a tutorial on EQ and the power of EQ to really transform a guitar sound. And the song is Never Surrender by Corey Hart. It doesn't get much more 80s than that. So, shall we? Here we are. I've got a Kinky Boost, pair of amps, the US Deluxe Vibrato, and the Tweed Blues Bright. I've got some EQs happening. They're currently bypassed. My two IRs, both tone tubbies, pitch shifter, and a chorus. Two reverbs and some compressors. Now, the main reason for the season on this particular preset are the EQs. And I'm using my Chapman ML3 Modern. And it's got a pair of humbuckers. I'm using the in-between position with the coil split on. That's the only way to achieve a sound like this. You need to have a single coil or a coil split on your humbucker guitar. I'll play you some bits with the EQs turned off first. Very cool. The EQing is happening, and it is a lot. Mostly bottom end and mid-range removal. A shit ton of it. And on the second page, no accentuation of top end because I don't want to add any to it. That would be a mistake because then you're just going to have a shrill top end. And I want the top end to not be offensive. And it's just, very scooped mid-range, a ton of bottom end torn out. If we go to the, let me save that real quick. If we go to the crunch snapshot, we're adding the Kinky Boost and just a hair drive, and the brightness is on, but I've also changed the amp settings. I'm going to use my, the bridge pickup, and then with the coil split on for this as well. That's all that is to it, really. As far as guitar goes, not a ton of guitar playing happening. Saxophone really takes the solo, but making sure to remove all of the frequencies evenly across the board, so that when you have the important parts, like this part, makes a difference. If you want to play this song, removing a ton of bottom end is the way to go. And over here on the IRs, I'm doing that as well. And if I go back to the, let me save that just in case I made any changes. I don't remember. Now, setting the low cut to 180 is important because we're removing bottom end just by doing that. And 200. So I've made adjustments. If you look at the, when I go to the crunch, the volume gets comes up, and then the low cut goes lower, so we can get a little bit of bottom end underneath that big G chord. There you go. That's the important bits for this song and this sound. There you have it, everybody. The finale. And transforming the tone of a guitar with some clever EQ and the high and low cuts on an IR. Or the IRs, I should say. Good stuff. Don't forget there is a pre-order link still in the description. $15 for all the presets. I don't know if it's 17 or 18, but it's more than 15. So you got that going for you. And I will be setting the volumes for these on Monday, actually, not Sunday. I've got to clean out another room here in the apartment. There's only a couple weekends left before we get the keys to the new place. So I've got to focus. It's amazing all the stuff you accumulate in 12 and a half years. And it's just everywhere, man. I'm telling you. So I'm going to do that on Sunday instead, and then set the volumes on Monday, get them sent to my web guy Monday afternoon, and then come back here and do a Monday tutorial. I'm going to do tutorials all next week, and you know, Skype lessons and FaceTime lessons and all that. So if you have some stuff you need to work on, drop me a line if you are into a FaceTime or a Skype lesson next week, because I have time for that. I'm not going to be doing a preset package for a few weeks. Just because. Maybe even after the move. Because there's so much going on. So much happening. Anyway, I will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. And until then, rock on.